Why I want to grow up to be Kurt Vonnegut.
Amen.
All text herein by Kurt Vonnegut in various court cases. History informs us, history informs us, history informs us. All this happened, more or less. The war parts, anyway, are pretty much true. So be it. 1973 burn, 1972 ban, 1972, 1972, 1975 ban, 1979 banned, burned, banned. Everything is supposed to be very quiet after a massacre, and it always is, except for the birds. And what do the birds say? All that there is to say about a massacre are things like Drake, North Dakota, Rochester, Michigan, Levittown, New York, North Jackson, Ohio, and Lakeland, Florida. History informs us that the Crusaders were ignorant and savage men. Novel contains explicit sexual scenes, violence, and obscene language. The irony is so great, so it goes. 1982, 1984, 1985, North Jackson, Ohio, Racine, Wisconsin, Owensboro, Kentucky. It is a gruesome Disneyland. Nobody is cute there. History informs us. Novel contains, quote, foul language and act of bestiality in the sentence, the gun made a ripping sound like the opening of the fly of God Almighty. Racine, Wisconsin, 1986. Our awareness, the novel contains, quote, depictions of torture, ethnic slurs, and negative portrayals of women. Our awareness, all that is alive and may be sacred in any of us. Everything else about us is dead machinery. So it goes. 1984, 1985, 1986, 1987, LaRue County, Kentucky, banned. High school library, the novel, quote, contains foul language and promotes deviant sexual behavior. It is too easy when alive to make perfectly horrible mistakes. It is too easy for the Fitzgerald, Georgia schools, the Baton Rouge, Louisiana schools, the Monroe, Michigan schools. The book, quote, was filled with profanity. The book, quote, was, quote, vulgar and offensive, was too violent. The Crusaders were but ignorant and savage men. Their motives were those of bigotry. Their pathway was blood and tears. Prince William County, Virginia, 1998. The book, quote, was rife with profanity and explicit sex. And the Michigan Court of Appeals says, so it goes. Everything is supposed to be very quiet after a massacre, and it always is, except for the birds and Kurt Vonnegut. And the Michigan Court of Appeals says Vonnegut's literary dwellings on war, religion, death, Christ, God, government, politics, and any other subject should be as welcome in the public schools of this state as those of Machiavelli, Chaucer, Shakespeare, Melville, Lenin, Joseph McCarthy, or Walt Disney. The students are free to make of Slaughterhouse-Five what they will. So be it.